Hello, everyone. Hello. Taking an early evening ride. A few storm clouds out there. My wife's actually sending me on an errand, but I want to run by the back of my house on the golf course because my dogs are acting nuts with the neighborhood dogs. I'm just going to check them. So I've got 3 dogs. One is a Boston Terrier. She can be pretty calm until somebody gets her wound up. But if it was just her, she wouldn't even lift a paw. And then we have, and that was Kristen's dog from before we were married. And then we have Foxy, who is half Corgi, half Pomeranian, with a little bit of cattle dog. And I know that because we run her DNA. And she's been with me for like 12 years or so. So she's getting up there. She looks like a fox, especially when she was younger. I think she's starting to look more corgi than anything now. And then we have Jack, who is a Papillon, which is French for butterfly. They call them that because their ears and all that, when they spread out, they look like a butterfly. I don't like messing with people on the golf course. Let them take precedent. They're paying. Oh, okay. I just don't want to mess up y'all's game. And he's, he'll be 2 in December. And he is rowdy. Hi, Santa. Hey there. Where's them loud dogs at?
They were over on that other side.
Hi, Foxy. Come here. Come here, Foxy. They don't recognize me with my helmet on. Come here, Foxy. Come here. She's gonna act like she don't see me. I just left. I just heard the dogs barking and wanted to see what... Oh, Jack's inside. Okay. All right.
I don't know, he didn't come out with the other one.
Yeah, he wants to be outside. Okay, I'll see you later. The funny story this Labor Day weekend is that the Hells Angels are on their way to Aurora, Colorado, because over this weekend, some videos came out that apparently showed a Venezuelan gang. You think it's called Trinidad Aragua, that they took over kind of a low income project kind of apartment. I say projects because here in the Houston area, when we say projects, that's usually a low income project housing. And that they took it over and basically shut the landlord out and are actively collecting rent from the tenants. And I mean, there's videos of them walking through the hallways and stuff with weapons. And that caused quite a stir, as you can imagine. And, you know, equal sides. Like one side saying, why is this happening? Like, why aren't we shutting this down immediately? The other side saying that it's an exaggeration. And you know where the truth often lies, somewhere in between. But to complicate things, local law enforcement there in Colorado hasn't really said much. They said they're investigating. But Department of Homeland Security apparently confirmed it. Right? And so, of course, it gets political right away. One side said this is a direct result of our immigration policies. And I'm not weighing in on either side, but there could be some truth to that, right? Like, would that have happened 20 years ago? Probably not. We don't think Venezuelan gangs were active in our community 20 years ago. At least not as broad and deep as they are now. And, you know, that story is with hysteria also, right? I mean, we don't know who's been coming across the border. We haven't been able to vet them. They've overwhelmed Border Patrol. So undoubtedly we have some folks and some organizations that we didn't want over here. Hope she's not trying to poison that dog. I'm sure she has the best intentions, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should go back and say something. But maybe she just really likes dogs. So, in response, this little TikTok thing happened where people started saying that the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club were coming to confront the gangs in Venezuela, not Venezuela, in Aurora, Colorado, the Venezuelan gangs. And it's all over Twitter and TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I just see the videos of people posting on X. I gotta stop saying Twitter. And to me, you know, it feels like a bunch of hype. And one guy posted on TikTok, and then it made its way to X, and he said the only way the Hells Angels are involved is if they did something to a Hells Angel or a Hells Angels family member. And short of that, Hells Angels are not going to get involved in what should be federal law enforcement. However, you know, down through the ages, there's always been this thing about, it's almost like romanticized, where vigilante level enforcement happens from the community, and these gangs take a big part of it. And you know, like in the early decades of last century, when organized crime was active in New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, and really even in smaller areas. Like there's lots of organized crime stories coming out of Galveston, Texas, but you just don't hear about on a national platform. You hear about locally. And the interesting thing about that is they always connect it to low crime. That the criminals were kept in check by the organized criminals. So the unorganized criminals were kept in check by the organized criminals because they have order. And that's the whole thing about, and mafia and all that, is that it's very organized. Leadership structure. They have rules they go by. And also, I think they know that if they don't have the will of the people, things are going to be difficult for them because people are going to rat them out. They're just going to make it difficult. But if they got the support of the people, the people may not, cooperate with law enforcement to give up their positions and who's been here when and all that. And so when I hear about the Venezuelan gangs taking over an apartment complex and collecting rent, well, I hope they're giving those people a break on their rent, right? I mean, something that's going to make them go, hey, I'm glad these guys are here, it's a better deal. But are these guys going to maintain the property? Are they going to, what are they going to do? Take over the office and start signing up new people? I mean, the logistics of this is just nuts, which is why I don't believe it. I think it's TikTok hype. And it's just Labor Day weekend boredom. I need to turn left, but I see somebody right on my ass. Dang it. You think if you're in a car, you would just go instead of making it where I got to. One guy on a bike just shuts a complete intersection down because everybody's scared. Anyway, I just don't believe it. And I don't understand why the Hells Angels would go after him, and I don't understand how the U.S. government would allow a gang to start taking over apartment complexes. I think it's just people scared about what's happening. And so you take minor events and you make them into major events, try to get everybody scared, and then you know what happens? You're defeating the cause here. Because now you're making it where whenever we try to say something about, hey, immigration, a loose border is a bad situation, they can go, oh, you're falling for the hoaxes. And that's why I don't like it when people do that, because it ultimately hurts the cause. So I posted another video debunking it to the best of my ability. I mean, I'm not in Aurora, so I don't know for sure, but we're just not seeing any of the videos and reports that you think you would see if there was something going on. See if I can go in here without getting my bike stolen.